Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Dead Man's Rust for Scarlands. We are Red Scar Publishing and Friends. Myself, Mark Langworthy, as your GM tonight. We have a full team once again, and we're looking forward to launching into combat, really. I'll just let the team introduce themselves, handing over to Paco.
Hello, I am Paco Garcia from GMS Magazine, and where you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, sometimes Instagram, not very often, but I'm there. So if you want to say hi, please do say hi. And I play Pacandra, who is a manticore who's still learning what boundaries actually mean and what they are, and has very, very smooth ears. And it's probably going to die today. It's very, very likely he's going to die today because combat. So yeah, bye Pacandra. That's me.
Thanks, Paco. Moving swiftly on to Liz.
Hey everyone, my name is Liz. I am the owner of Angry Hamster Publishing, and I also work in the industry. Most recently, proud of being the project manager for the new Avatar RPG that's coming out. Super hype. Wait for the summer, check it out. And I am playing Viv. I am an Ashati monk, and most recently had a super awesome encounter with a pixie. And I have a really cool rune tattoo on my arm, which I may possibly pretty much definitely need to use this combat, I think.
Thank you, Liz. Over to Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm one of the writers, rules developers, and general technical goblins over at Red Scar. You can find me on Twitter at LibertyOdder, where I reserve the right to point you to a page number in a rulebook. And I am playing Nevin, the heart and soul of the party, in the sense that I don't have one, so everyone else can fly free. I am a hollow legionnaire paladin with aspirations of continuing to exist, hopefully, maybe one day. And also channeling my severely tired, grumpy dad energy with Nevin. So let's see what joke he's going to be the butt of this week. It might be combat.
Thanks, Alex. And over to Terry.
Hi, I'm Terry Morn. You can find me on various social media websites as Evil Morris Man. I play Dovith the Drendali Bard, and very much looking forward to rolling out my next character.
Did we make it through an intro without mentioning Hellboy?
Yes, we did, yes.
Yes, we did. Fantastic, right.
Moving swiftly on. So just to kind of briefly recap for everybody, there's been a long trail from your beginnings in Leone, where you agreed to escort Drodoki Bronzebeard, an elderly woodwolf, down from Leone, one of the Manticore kind of semi-permanent capitals, down to his retirement home, really, or his the village where he grew up is looking forward to retiring there. So you've travelled some distance into the Ganges, which is the homeland of the Wood Elves. You've heard some mention of Viratry being their capital, hidden in amongst the Ganges woodland. Encountered some Wood Elves and a pixie. Had various kind of separate encounters and just kind of getting to know the landscape, really. And we left the last game where you'd settled into one of the camps on the woodland path that the elves set you upon, to be awakened by some discordant, horrific music, really, that kind of assaulted your ears. And on investigation, you saw a sinister undead party making its way through the Ganges, tainting the trails that you've been following. So we should be able to flip straight to the battle map. Hey, it worked. And you can just see the group there. as they're settled in their camp, and then just off to the northeast of them is the group of undead that are making their way in. So really it's just to ask people what they would like to do, if there's any chance to prepare. You've kind of got a round or two really in terms of combat to be able to prepare yourselves. Is there anything anybody would like to do?
The pixie mentioned like that thing on my arm is like some type of armor protection, right? Like I want to activate it. Like, wachoo.
Yeah, for sure. So, Liz, you come under the effects of a... you feel your skin kind of toughen, and you see a kind of like strange crinkling as if it's become bark-like across the surface of your skin.
Cool.
And you come under the effects of a bark skin spell.
Is that a plus to AC or?
Your AC becomes 13 plus Dex, I believe.
Okay.
He says, with no books open and not having read any of the spell, never using the spell.
No, it's just basically your AC can't become less than 16.
Let's see.
Right, I think since we have some time, I would very, very much like to throw a couple of very, very pointy arrows to this angry-looking fella we have nearby.
Prior to you doing that, if I may, Picandra, what I might, if you allow me, is to cast Bardic Inspiration on you, which lasts for 10 minutes and will give you 6 inspiration.
I like that.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to big you up, inspire you.
That means that I kind of cast my arrow, but harmonically. So it makes a much, much more pleasant whistle. As right.
Cool. I will use one of my smite slots to cast Bless on everyone apart from me.
Nice.
Yes, I call the spell slot a smite slot, and I stand by it.
So, with the Bless, whenever anybody makes an attack roll or a saving throw, you can also
Add a d4 to it.
Yeah, add a d4 to the total.
And unlike Bardic Inspiration, that doesn't go away. That's every round or every roll.
Okay, so I need to. How do I add a d4? Is it to the damage or?
It's not to damage. It's just the attack roll and saving throws. And if you give me 2 seconds, I will cast it from my sheet, and you will be able to do the thing. Consume spell slot, cast spell. It's not going to let me select people, is it? Okay. I will figure out how that works momentarily, but
For the Bless.
yeah, see if there's a way to get it rolling automatically.
Yeah.
Rather than anything. But that's what I'll do for the round before. I'll get the shield and the sword out and stack up the javelins.
Okay. So I can see you're nicely in position there, Picandra. I was just trying to figure out how to zoom the map out so we can see the target.
Mouse roller.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, by the way, I'll move up as well because we have time to do that. So go stand next to the guy in armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, I'm trying to figure it out for in terms of picking it up on
Ghost.
OBS there. Yeah, actually, I'm on the Ghost, aren't I? For the
Yeah, so if you...
So, yeah, there you go.
Something. This is where we hold them.
I felt myself momentarily there. Yes, Terry. Sir.
If I could inquire, just regards to the environment, I know we're in a wooded area, aren't we? It's quite large trees.
Yes, yes.
One would assume then that the floor of the forest was covered with rocks and mossy covered rocks and stones and things like that.
It certainly is. Yeah, it's you've got it's, I wouldn't say it's treacherous underfoot, but there are certainly vines, roots, rocks. Yeah, there's a lot of detritus on the floor.
Thank you.
So I think rather than we'll give you a surprise round, Kendra, as you're in position ready to launch, and everybody else took some time
Booyah.
to take advantage of casting some spells. Just give me a target, really.
Well, the targets. I think the target want to be either. I don't mind. Whoever looks angriest.
Okay. So to give you some sort of context, you can see two shambling zombies at the front, which you've kind of briefly encountered before from a distance. Two very skeletal figures behind them, and then this figure here is a rather horrible looking version of a zombie almost, and that's the figure that's playing a horrible tune on a flute. It's walking through. It's kind of got strangely stitched skin. You're pretty sure you can see a knife that's been shoved through its forearm that's protruding out and rusting away, and it's slightly more. The zombies are shuffling forward in with a low moan, and this thing's kind of dancing a merry jig as it's playing this horrendous tune.
Well, that person is a bit too far away, I'm afraid.
Okay.
According to the mission system in this platform, which I implicitly trust. So I think I shall just do it. I'm not going to do it on the skeletons because I fear that with so many gaps and holes between the bones, my arrows won't be as effective. So I'm going to do it on this little zombie, one of the two zombies at the forefront.
Okay. We'll go for the left of the two as we look at them, I guess.
Yep, that'll do. That looks the weakest, so we'll die sooner.
So, your attack roll there, I don't know if everybody can see it on the screen.
22, and I do 8 points of damage.
8 damage. So that's this one here.
And he dies.
If you right-click on the icon that you're targeting, guys, there's like a little bullseye symbol, and that'll highlight it.
Yeah, I think we need to move Terry to the right map. Is it just a drag and drop?
It should be if you've if this is the active one, you should be on here. Terry, try rebooting your hit refresh on Foundry.
I can see he's on the forest trail still. There you go.
Yep.
So he disappeared.
There
off
we
the
are.
Trail.
We have the technology.
Is it caught up, Terry?
Just kind of. This one's. No, I'm going to refresh again just in case.
I've also cast light on my sword, Mark, as part of blessing, so I can actually see what's going on because it's night.
See it going away nicely there.
Awesome.
It looked like a flare when I first logged into Zoom earlier, Alex. It was pretty painful to the eyes.
I've got a couple levels to go before I can do that. Look into the light in despair.
It may be worth a quick relog, Terry. I don't know. Of Foundry.
Hang on. It's here. There we go. Patience is a virtue. We're here. So I'm good.
Okay, cool. So, your arrow, Pacandra, slashes into the zombie.
Mm-hmm.
kind of makes it lurch to one side as it's stumbling forward. And that draws all of their attention towards the campsite entrance. So let's begin combat and roll for initiative.
I'm just waiting for my character sheet to load up. I do apologise about these technical issues this afternoon.
If you click on your second menu to your right, Terry, with the little fist, you can then click on next to Doveth and it will roll it for you. Doveth, Dundala, yeah.
There we go.
Cool.
So click on begin combat.
Mm-hmm. And then the arrows will let you go back and forward between actors.
Yeah.
Yay, my first one of the night. Starting off strong.
The slow, heavily armored paladin is slightly faster than the Manco deer, right?
Makes me so angry.
So it's worked out that some of the both skeletons go first actually in the combat order. Let me just drag up there. I think it's going to be okay. So you can see they're both armed. They've been dragging some, which was kind of adding to the discordant music. They're dragging some rusty, notched swords along the forest floor with them. So they quickly kind of raise them up for clank and a clatter, and they head towards everyone.
So if you hit Control and drag from them, it will measure it out, and then you can press space and it will move it. And my camera has decided that it doesn't want to work. Technical gremlins begin!
So you should be able to see that measuring out there. That's not too far, so let's go for here. So this skeleton moves to here. In fact, I think he's just going to move into Nevin. That's all he can do. Next skeleton moves into Riven. So they kind of launch themselves forward with their swords raised, clanking and clattering into you, not making a sound really because they don't have any lungs to make the sound. So. And then next in the order is Drendale.
Right.
Dovith, why is your name Drendale?
Let's
change it to Dovith.
It's okay.
There you go.
Right. I've got a couple of options here, but there's a spell I've been waiting to try since I've learnt it, and it's called Catapult. It's a spell that's unique to kind of the Scarred setting, but I'm going to use that, and this is my reason why I question the ground around us, to launch some sort of rock-based projectile at one of the zombies. So it's 90 feet, so I've got to check that I'm close enough. So we go from, we've got my measuring stick. There we go. And go from here to these guys, maybe. Well, that's plenty of. Well, so this one here at the back.
Yeah, let me zoom out for
Yeah.
folks that are watching.
Click roll. And I'll cast it at first level. For 17 points of damage.
It's got to make a dex save. If you click on the token that he's targeting, Mark, and then click the save in the spell description that's just come up, it'll roll it for you.
Need to find the right window, sorry.
Yep.
It was the back left, yeah?
Yes. I hope it is, because this is almost like using the Force.
So sorry, I click on the...
I've already done it.
Oh, right, okay.
Sorry.
Was it in the chat I was meant to click on the...
So you click on the icon, and then in the chat where it's come up with the spell that Dovit's cast, if you click Dexterity, then you can click under. It'll roll it. Then you can click underneath it, apply full or apply half, which is what I've done.
Yeah.
It rolled a 3.
Okay, yeah, just to give everybody a kind of insight into, we're actually using Foundry as a virtual tabletop, so we're kind of still getting used to its nuances, but it is absolutely brilliant for the job that they're doing, for playing remotely, being able to integrate battle maps and tokens and other kind of...
We're sorry, we're not better Foundry.
We're sorry. I mean, in particular, this is my first battle, so yeah, I'm relying on Alex a little bit here. Okay, back to the combat tracker, and next in order is... you're moving at all, Dovith?
No, I'm staying put for the time.
Okay.
I'm not observing him. But now I've kind of, thrown, by sheer force of will and mind, thrown this projectile at the zombie. And successfully made a hit. I'm actually quite chuffed with myself, and I'm feeling a bit more confident about the battle going forward.
So next in order is the zombie to the front right. Who is probably not going to do much, because there's not much it can do. It's going to kind of push up and put some pressure on the skeleton to the front, trying to reach in, get its hands past the skeleton towards Riven. That's really all it can do. It kind of moves shambles into there. And this one is making noise, it's making the kind of... hungering for a taste of flesh. Moving on to Pacandra.
Pacandra, seeing that this fellow has some very uncouth intentions toward us, is going to try and open a new orifice in it using a very well-aimed arrow. Also, yeah, can I use that D6 that...
It's 13 with bless.
Have I hit it?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Good.
That's the one.
Because
so we're talking about the one that's just moved up to Riven.
Yes.
Yeah.
because I have done 10 points of orifice to that thing.
If it's double digits, does that mean that there's 2?
Well, yeah, 1 entry, 1 out. Kind of. I've done a little tunnel in its flesh.
There you go. So yes, this arrow again, as it's shambling forward, you release it, and it makes this one lurch as it's forcing its way in. But it's still coming.
Very, very rude.
Then the creature with the flute and this blade that's punctured through its forearm decides to act. And it kind of, you see, it's got a weird effect. It looks up as the combat begins to ensue, and it moves with kind of like lightning speed. It looks up and then just goes and just screeches forward. And in fact, it's so aggressive in its actions, it starts to smash its way through some of the undergrowth. It 5, 10, 15. So it smashed its way into there. But that's kind of, it leaps forward before it does anything else. And it ends its turn, Alex, at lightning speed, in beside you, reaching out past the skeleton.
Ah, fantastic. I'm surrounded. I can swing in any direction and still hit them.
Yeah, I did get that, Alex. Thank you. Next is zombie at the rear.
Zombie C.
Zombie C. Who is nowhere near as quick as the creature that just launched itself forward. We're on to all the zombies at the moment. Sorry. This one steps in here. And then into Nevin.
Cool. As a bonus action, I'm going to use my War Student feat against this crime against music.
Yep.
To gain advantage on an attack roll.
Nice.
And then if I can remember which way it is for advantage, hopefully it will do it all in one go. Wow! Whopping 11.
Is that even with the bless?
Alex, your rolls.
That's with the bless. It was a 10 without. I was too busy trying to act before Viven, apparently.
Alex, your rolls are privated for some reason. I can't see
Yeah,
anything.
they are private. They're kind of private roles.
Oh. It's where I'm rolling. It's where I'm using Foundry nowadays, my bad. But yeah, that's oh.
Okay, just
When I lie about rolling an 11.
Just for the fact that
Yeah, I've fixed it. I've fixed it.
What about the fact we couldn't see
Does that mean I get to roll again?
I was just about to say, if you let me say that, yes, for the fact that I couldn't see them, I will allow you to roll again.
Okay, that's better. That's 15. That's a whole 50% better.
So, yeah, you kind of you rock back slightly at the fact that this creature is already lashing out of the undergrowth at you. But then you summon an image of Corian in your mind and strengthen yourself, and you swing forward and smash into the creature.
Cool. I would like to smite.
Yes.
Is it undead?
Yes, definitely.
Cool. So that's an additional 1d8. Cool. So that is 21 radiant and 10 slashing.
Right, I think that's been smoted.
Enough of that.
And then additional 7, is it, Alex?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to apply that manually, I think.
Yeah. It runs. I swing it where it would have been. It's running too fast, and then on the recovery, I just backhand it. Just.
So yeah, you actually you give it a massive solid blow that trails along its arm and rips the knife out, causing it to hiss and shriek, and actually catch it in the neck as well. And it reels back itself. Kind of didn't expect such a hefty blow, but it's still on its feet. Next up is is that the end of your turn? Sorry, Alex.
That's my turn. I'm quite happy where I am. I've never felt so popular.
Next is Vivian.
So Picantrus hit the zombie on the left and the zombie on the right. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
I'm just gonna move to the one closest then, the one to the right, and I am going to attempt to punch it in the face. Do, 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 do. Roll. Why will you not roll? Why don't you roll? Where am I? Oh, action. There we go. Roll. Haha. And then I get an additional d4 for the attack, which I probably need. Oh. Thank you, Nevin. So 16 to hit.
16, yeah. So you spin forward, duck under its kind of reaching rotten fists, and give it a solid blow with a punch or a kick, whichever you like. Or even your tail, maybe.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'll swing around and do that because as a bonus action, I'm going to hit it with my tail. Again. Woo-hoo. And I get an additional d4 to my attack. So that is a 15 to hit.
Yes, yeah. You leave it rocking and reeling with a blow and a tail slap that reaches over.
So I do an additional 4 damage.
Awesome. That is to this zombie here. And then
I'm done.
So I think all that remains is the extra slow zombie at the back. 5, 10, 15, 20, 40. I really should stop counting out the movement allowed. So that's the end of the round, folks. Time to move on to the next round. And we are on.
Don't panic.
Skeleton number 1, let's call it, next to Alex.
I saw that there's a mod for Foundry where you can install it, and then like for each different like NPC type, they'll give them different like adjectives, like smelly zombie or like colorful zombie or something like that.
Yeah.
So they all have different names.
Yeah, good idea.
Poetic zombie.
So that one doesn't even come close, Alex. It lashes out with its.
And that one that didn't come from us. It's a miracle.
Existential crisis zombie. I think we need that one.
The second skeleton tries to help defend its friend, Vivian, and lashes out at yourself.
Come at me. Come at me. Oh, it came at me.
But it's a measly scratch, really. Scrapes along his scales. It does sting. But yeah, it's just 4 damage.
Ooh, can I do a thing?
Yeah.
Because I have a thing.
You can do it.
I think. Nope, Vivian's moved away, so I can't.
Okay. Next up is Dovith.
Right, here's the plan, guys. Since the music coming in was so diabolically bad, I think we're going to have to release a little bit of vicious mockery on the offender, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of resonate all the really garbage kind of stuff that's been said to me over the years and kind of release that as a magical psychic attack on the offender there. So I'm going to roll for that.
Okay. So you're gonna
One.
A 1.
Come on.
So
You obviously take criticism better than I do.
let's. Well, he takes the damage. So yeah, you lambast him with the best of the Drandali insults that you can think of, and as it's reeling from the blows that Nevin left it with last round, it's faced twisted confusion with the insults you hurl at it.
And forever will now be known as demoralized zombie.
Over to zombie number 1. Who is really under your blows there, Vivian. But he does try and slam a fist at you.
Miss!
A 13 misses.
Duck under like.
And around to Pakandra.
Okay, Picandra is going to do a repeat of the previous action, and it's going to perform another orificing to this thing.
Yes.
So I am going to yes, and I'm going to hope for the best.
I'm trying to give it a new breathing hole.
But I don't. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it seems like Vivian's graceful display of prowess last round perhaps distracted you.
I want to believe that I went through the same hole, and that's why I didn't do any damage.
Well, yeah, we could say that as well.
Too good.
Around to this strange, very quick undead creature that's next to Nevin. Sorry, just go back to Pakandra and Dovith quickly. Could you both make me a DC 13 Constitution saving throw, please? Okay, so you can feel as this creature's moved in, and you've insulted it, Dovith, and it's reeling from these blows. You can feel a kind of strange emanation start to pulse through this clearing. It kind of washes over you, almost as if there's a lingering sense of, I guess, trauma from the horrific tune it was playing. So you managed to shrug it off, Dovith, but it sets your teeth on edge, Pakandra. And actually, it gets to a point where it sears into your brain. So you will, I should be able to call up the creature. No, I didn't add it as a feature. So this Is it /roll, Alex?
/R space, then the number of dice, D, size of the dice.
And can you add a bonus, yeah?
Just add plus at the end. If you're just typing in the chat.
There you go. So that's 6 points of psychic damage, Macandra. And now on your turn, so you could. This is what it's a little bit confusing. So you could have either moved or taken an action, but obviously you took an action. And you cannot use bonus actions or reactions to the start of your next turn. Apologies for that. It's a completely new creature to me as well. So.
Trying to remember how to add my. Oh, here it is. Did you say 6?
6 psychic damage, yeah.
Ouch.
Squishy babies.
So that was the kind of aura of the creature warping through the clearing at the moment. Then it gets to make its attack, actually. This is against yourself, no?
Oh! Oh, that hurt me in my soul if I had one. Oh. Okay. I clench as a free action.
I'm pretty sure.
Crit, my God.
So, yeah.
I'm in danger.
It reaches forward with its claws and grabs you. And it does grab you. For 4 damage. And it kind of, as it reaches forward and grabs you, you can feel some spikes and nails and other horrible bits that protruding from its skin dig in, and it actually takes a hold of you. So you are now grappled.
Okay, so it rolled 3 on the dice. It crit, so double the dice?
Yes, sorry, 3 on the dice.
Yeah, so that'd be 7 damage, yeah?
Yep, sorry.
Okay, no problem. And I'm grappled. Cool.
That is not as bad as I thought it was going to be, though. Like, grappled sucks, but that crit was not as scary as I was just, like, going to lose my mentor.
Oh, you can put grappled in the emote then.
I'm a captive audience now.
Okay, next is zombie number 2. Who is just going to kind of join the press at the back there, really. Not much else it can do. I'm just going to say it really doesn't have the kind of intelligence at this round to be able to do anything other than try and join the press. It may at some point think about pushing its way through. But that is all it did. Oh, I moved that zombie a bit preemptively. Zombie number 3 cannot reach. Yeah, it's just kind of staying at the back with the press there. Also. And then to Nevin.
Cool. I would like to wail on this thing that's grabbed me.
Okay, before we do that, could you give me a DC 13 Constitution saving throw, please? You also feel this
14 before I roll bless.
Yeah, that's cool. Strange aura kind of washes over you.
Mhm.
Makes you grit your teeth, but
Yeah. So it grabs me, the thongs dig in, I kind of grip my teeth, and hopefully, I'm not going to describe it before I roll it because then the dice are going to roll me over on it. Called it! Will bless save me? Bless will not save me. So, can't get the wind up, just...
Okay, so you're in this creature's grip. You find it hard to bring your warhammer to bear, and you can feel this aura still pulsing around. On to Vivin. If you could also give me a DC 13 charisma save, please.
I can. Also, I lied and I realized that you grabbing the paladin sucks. That had. Just want to say that. Just would like to state that. What is it? Constitution?
Yes, please.
Yeah. And then I get a D4. So that's 17.
Okay, yeah. So you manage to kind of grit your teeth and work your way through whatever emanation is kind of skittering across all of your brains. Anybody that did make the save, should take 3 points of damage. It's still half damage, but you're unaffected by the other kind of action effects that affected Andra.
Okay.
So yeah,
so I'm
Evan
at...
and Dovith also take 3 damage.
Cool.
It's quite a nasty effect.
Alex, you just said we have to click on our target, right, to be able to attack it?
You don't have to click on it to attack it. The GM can click on it and then go apply damage. It's not. We don't do it on our end.
I don't have. Oh, sweet.
you can right click and there's like a bullseye to kind of go. I'm hitting this one, but
nah. I'm hitting. Well, I can do that. Pew. Wait. Pew. This guy. I want to hit him. The one me and Picandra have been hitting. I am going to do an unarmed strike. And I am going to roll my 1d4 because 11 is not much. Yeah, so 15 to hit.
That is a solid blow, yeah.
I do 7 damage.
To the same one you've already been hitting, yeah?
Yeah.
That drops it. It kind of lets out a hollow gasp and collapses at your feet.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
It lets out like a hollow gasp and collapses at your feet.
Ah, excellent. Okay, so it's dead, you mean? Haha.
Apparently.
Cool. In that case, I am going to actually... Oh, there's still a skeleton. It's annoying. I am going to provoke from the skeleton. I'm going to provoke the skeleton. So I'm going to move.
Okay.
Where are you moving to?
I want to move just next to that zombie thing, but I don't want to be in between all the other things getting hit.
Takes a swipe. Oh. Just off the one.
Dutch. I move. No, get away, bullseye. Get away, bullseye. Nobody wants you. How do I get rid of this? How do you get rid of the bullseye?
Just right click and click the bullseye again. It turns it off.
I am right clicking. I'm doing all the clicks.
You've broken it. Well done, Liz. You broke the internet. Well done.
Why is this not working? Oh, here we go. I got it. Excellent.
Right.
I move here. I am now going to hit this guy with my bonus action. Pew pew. Or I'm going to attempt to hit him. I probably need to roll my d12, my d4, I mean. So that is 16 to hit.
A 16 to hit, yes. You reach past Nevin, flash your fist past his ear, and punch it solidly.
7 damage, and then I'm going to spend a key point to hit it again. Because he's grabbed my mentor. Aha, excellent. I don't think I need to, I'm not going to roll it's 22 to attack and 7 damage.
Yeah. Hefty solid blow again. As you spin around Nevin and punch it in the face from the other side. Rock it with 2 blows. On to the final zombie, who moves in to kind of take its companion's place. Let's hide this one. Start of a new round. So the skeleton steps in to have a swipe at Pacandra. Raises its notched sword and takes a swing. Oh, I'm sorry, Paco.
How did you crit again?
Sorry.
Why?
Oh, yeah. It steps forward and with a mighty slash brings its short sword down.
I can do a thing. I would like to use my fighting style, which is interception.
Yep.
To reduce that damage by 1d10 plus 2.
Ooh.
As I intercept the blow and deflect it slightly.
Can you do that with grappled?
Yes.
Yeah.
Grapple just reduces my movement speed to 0. So I reduce it by 3.
There you go. So Nevin kind of reaches backwards at a stretch, really pushing with the warhammer, and just manages to catch the kind of spike end of the warhammer on the short sword and deflect it slightly, Pacandra. So you take 3 damage.
Okay, thank you. Ouch.
Mr. Skeleton here takes a swipe at yourself, Alex, for being so audacious.
Yep. Back scratcher!
Oh my. I promise this thing.
What have you done to Foundry, Mark? What have you offered it?
Oh my. So I guess this as the creature's got you held
Oh,
fast.
yeah, no, that's just okay, cool, that's great.
It just steps forward and plunges its blade into your side. There's a nice easy target there.
Okay.
Oh,
sorry implies you won't do it again, Mark.
Dovith. Dovith, you need to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw as the first thing. As this aura is still pulsing and washing around the clearing.
No.
Okay, so that is 11 damage, Dovith.
I'm dead.
No.
Yeah, so I'm minus now.
You just go down to 0. There's no minus in 5e.
Death save.
And I will fight anyone that says otherwise.
Is that you unconscious, Dovith?
Yep, that's me down.
Wow.
Level 2, squishy babies.
Over to the zombie, who is out of action. So, Pacandra.
Okay, Pakandra, given what's happened, it's going to continue with their efforts to. Oh, where's a gun? Oh, Nevan, you're really in bad shape.
Yeah.
I've named my hit points. Me, myself, and I. There's that many.
It's,
In that case,
DC 13 Constitution saving throw. Sorry, first.
in that case, what I'm going to do is to move from here to here. That's not what I want to do. Thank you. Why can't I destroy this? Okay. I don't know how to do this. Okay, thank you.
Dead to that.
I'm going to do a cure wounds on you.
Thank you.
Oh, wait a second. It seems I can't. I don't have available first level spells yet. Oh no, I'm level 2. Damn it, sorry. I thought I was level 3 already.
You should have 2 level 1 spell slots still.
Well, in that case, well, it tells me I don't have it, but I'm not going to trust it and I'm going to cast it. But it doesn't let me.
You don't have the level 1 spell forge with which to cast. Oh, it's not reset from the rest, that's what it is. It's got 0 out of 2, so you do have 2, it's just not registering, it's just not reset. So you have 2. So if you click the dice next to Cure Wounds now, it should do it.
Oh, bloody hell. Jesus, what is wrong with us today? Well, you feel 1 point better. So,
What's your wisdom modifier?
my wisdom would be 1.
Okay, so it's 2.
You feel 2 better.
Yikes.
Welcome to being below 5th level, guys.
That's what happens when I try to help people.
Over to the creature itself. It tries to continue to dig its claws into you. Oh, there you go, reverse. Natural 1. So it's got hold of you and it's scrabbling, but it just can't seem to find a purchase in its armour to dig its claws in. But as a bonus,
it just digs at the dead flesh that's already bleeding and been flayed off my bones. It just.
As a bonus action, it actually kind of gets really frustrated and pulls you in really tight, and you feel these spikes and nails that are part of its flesh pierce into you, and you take 7 damage. 7 piercing damage.
I'm unconscious.
Oh.
Level 2, squishy babies.
The zombies at the back push forward.
Isn't it my turn after? Oh no, never mind. Nevin hasn't even gone yet. Oh god. Never ignore me, Mark.
It's fine, because the 3 dwarves that we've been carrying for 2 sessions, they are now going to spring into action and loot our corpses.
Yeah.
I suppose the real question is who's got dibs on which dwarf?
And then it is yourself, Vivian.
Mark, I've read a lot of books. This dagger that you've mentioned a few times that is stabbed through this bagpiping. I imagine it's a bagpiping. I don't know what type of undead creature it is. Does this look magical in nature in any way? Like shiny, runic, dripping with a dark power that I do not yet understand.
Sorry,
the dagger.
No, it was old, rusted. In fact, half of it sheared off where Nevin swiped it off with his first.
And is this thing isn't playing music or anything, so it's not like fiddling to keep these undead alive or something like that?
No.
Okay.
It's not playing music anymore. It's yeah, the flute's to one side where it's been.
It was just crushing my mentor to death. Well, haha, little does it know, oh man. Now see, I'm questioning whether or not I should use my healing potion. Because, if we flash back to last session, where Nevin essentially punished me for making friends with pixies and made me stay up all evening.
To spot this ambush, I point out.
Someone else could have spotted it. Does he deserve the healing? These are the questions one asks oneself in moments like this.
So I'm going to say, actually, before you get too heavily into your turn there, Liz, sorry.
I make my saving throw.
As you're kind of wavering and about to drop, Nevin, you feel your a warm radiance seep into your body. You glance down and you see the conifer medallion has activated itself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to give you 2d10 temporary hit points.
Okay.
And also, you gain advantage on strength and constitution saves for 1 hour.
Okay, cool. So I'm up with 14.
Almost as if you feel, somebody attached to that medallion, maybe watching over you.
Ah. Is it the dice gods?
Sorry, Vivian. So you can see, Nevin's rocked. He's about to fall, and you can also see a kind of a faint green radiance, only momentarily for a split second, emanate from this conifer leaf medallion that he's wearing.
I like to think the green light happens after Vivian has the thing of like, does he deserve healing? Should I just let him fall?
Yeah. In like split second, that internal monologue happened.
Yeah.
But I need to roll Constitution save, right? Starting my turn. Whoop. Okay. I make it, but I take 3 damage, right?
It was 11 damage for Dovif, so it would be
11.
5 for yourself, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't it be rolled again if it's for different creatures at the start of their turn?
Save rolls, but I can roll it again.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was just kind of making the initial roll for damage as the...
You're the GM? Sure.
Actually, I think... Oh, no, but Dovith is down. That really sucks. And Dovith is our bard, which means he can be our healer. Okay, this is what I'm doing. First... Wait, Alex... not Alex. Mark, quick question. Is it an action to take the healing potion, or a bonus action, or free action, or...
What?
I don't remember.
Well, it kind of gets harsh ruled, doesn't it? So.
Rules is written it's an action, but everyone agrees that that's ridiculous, so it's a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm happy with
The common fix is that it's a bonus action, but
Okay.
I'm not the GM.
Yep, no, I'm happy with that.
I swig the potion.
Yeah.
I don't know what it does, but I think it's going to do something good for my body.
So it has the effects of a healing potion, which is 2d4.
Plus 2.
Plus 2, yes.
R2d4 plus 2. So that is 6 hit points. Yay! That's a lot better. So I'm at 12. Okay. So I am going to... I still have an action, and I still have 1 key point left, and I still have my movement. First, I'm going to hit the thing in front of me.
Yes.
That's step 1.
Yeah, so you mentioned the dwarf effects. I hadn't forgotten them. They are
Yep.
not in the campsite that you can see at the moment.
Yeah, we did tell them to hide last
Yeah.
session, I think.
I miss miserably. I don't think a D4 is going to help. For the sake of argument, I'll try. I realized I shouldn't have taken that healing potion, because that was the healing potion. Yeah, no, 9 is not enough to hit. Crap, we don't have any healing potions with us, do we? We did not buy any.
No.
Can I stabilize Dovith in any way? Can make a heal check so he doesn't have to make death saves.
Out of game, you know that Nevin has his paladin mop stop dying hit points that he can do.
Oh, okay. So okay. So you're gonna help Dovith.
Well, Alex the player might, Nevin the character might not.
Oh.
That would require him to technically withdraw from a numerically superior force.
I start I turn around and I see Dovith there, and I turn to Nevin, and I say, "Help him!" And I keep punching. I use a key point to punch the thing again.
I mean, out of game, I sort of have to agree with Alex that the fact that you've got those guys all in front of you, the last thing he's going to do is turn his back to them.
I know, it was so stupid. I realized I shouldn't have taken the healing potion because I should have given it to you. Idiot move. But, you live, you learn.
Bacandra, she can save every one of us. You've got another spell slot, you'll be fine. I believe in you.
14 to hit,
14
Mark, on the big guy.
Yeah, it's enough to give him a glancing blow.
Yeah, 4 damage. And then my turn is done.
4 damage. Let me just apply that to this token. And we are on to the last zombie, which tries to break Nevin with its claws. Oh my. I'm sorry. Wow.
So next character, Mark, I'm thinking a cleric.
Just take a party of clerics.
Yeah, God Squad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, folks.
I love it. That'd be amazing.
So that was another critical for 7 damage.
Okay. I'm still up. I rolled quite high on my temporary hit points.
Yes, we're around to skeleton number 1, which is also going to take a swipe at you, Alex. Nevin.
Okay, that was below 20. That's progress. Okay, back to 1 hit point. Okay.
Second skeleton's going to take a swing at Pacandra.
Oh, I'm going to do my reaction thing to that, I think.
So you're going to reach the Warhammer back again and interrupt the blow. Nice. So
reduce it by 8 to a minimum 0. Ooh!
So you feel this blade sweep close to your whiskers, Pacandra. But once again, the Warhammer flashes out to glance it to one side. Dovith is out of action.
So how many points did they take? Sorry.
0.
Oh, good.
I'll have to make a death save, Mark.
Yes, you will have to make a death save.
If you click on your sheet, if you've got 0 HP input, there's a death save button up near the top.
Nice.
Yep. Okay, that's 1.
That's 1 success. Zombie number 1 is stuck at the back. Starting to think about maybe heading around through the undergrowth. Because it's hungry for flesh. Pacandra.
Okay, Pacandra is hesitating between stepping back and helping Dovith, helping Alex, who is also going to die, or doing an acid splash and trying to destroy 2 creatures. I'm going to do a Cure Wounds on Alex, I think, because otherwise we're all going to die. Sorry, Terry.
It's fine.
Good. You take 5 points of goodness into you.
Yeah, so you kind of reach forward and call on the natural energies around you, and you feel them pour into Nevin. Some of his wounds close up. The creature that has hold of Nevin tries to punch you once again, or dig its claws in once again. I think that's a success.
I don't have a lot left, Mark.
No, true. 4 damage.
Okay. Well, the good news is, Pakandra, I'm 100% better than I was before you did Cure Wounds after that. I'm on 2 hit points instead of 1.
Well,
not complaining. Yes.
no, you would be there otherwise, so yeah.
The zombies are still trying to push forward, so around to Nevin.
Okay, so... do I do the boring thing, or do I do the heroic thing? I think at this point I've got to do the boring thing. I will... Nah, there's too many of them. I'm just going to have to wail into this. I'm going to turn around... and I'll pump 9 points of lay on heal. I'll pump 9 points of lay on healing into Pakandra.
Yep.
As it's kind of grappling me. And press the brooch into her hand. And then I'm going to turn around into this thing, and I'm going to unleash just a vitriol of "you're an undead abomination, I may have died once, but I didn't look that ugly," and general kind of... So, lay on hands as an action.
Yep.
Into Pakandra. Give them the brooch as like a bonus action, and kind of look over to Doveth. Because there's no point putting it into me, because I'm currently tanking everything. 10 points is not gonna... it's just gonna keep me conscious for one more round, and that's not enough.
It's rocking and reeling, so it's, you can see it's very staggered.
Okay. Yeah, no, okay, fine, and in that case he'll try and be a hero. If the dice don't rock me. 13?
A 13, yeah, is enough for you to kind of just swing your warhammer around and catch it on the side of the head.
Okay, 5 points.
Just to play that. And it's kind of, it's starting to go quite limp. You can feel its limbs weakening.
Okay. In that case then, no lay on the hands, no heroic last stand, just general angry teeth grinding. Cool. That's my turn.
Vivian.
Okay, I need to make a save. No more bless, right? So
No more bless, that went when I got knocked.
just a 14 then. Is that enough?
It is enough, but you still feel the waves of this aura wash over you, and you still suffer 5 points of damage.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to attack the big guy with a punch to the face, as I have been doing for the past things.
For the Legion.
15 for 6 damage.
So Nevin's kind of swiped to the side of the face, has pushed it towards you, and you lash out and catch it with a solid blow for 6 damage, yeah?
Yeah.
and it just kind of collapses in a heap and slides down Nevin's body, tearing last bits of flesh from him with its nails and
Ugh.
yeah, with these kind of nails and spikes that are protruding from its flesh. But it collapses.
Sweet. Right. Have we attacked any of these other creatures?
Yes, you can see one of the zombies is looking rather torn up by some of Pakandra's arrows.
Where is that one? Is it like the top one or like the left or
It's
right
the one on
one?
the opposite side of Nevin. So the hardest one to get
Ah.
to.
Oh, no, that's fine. I will then move here. Like, can I stand over the corpse of the dead
Yeah,
of the
absolutely.
corpse?
Yeah.
I'd like to stand over the corpse of the corpse. And then as a bonus action, I will attack.
Yep.
That thing that has been. Should be enough. 21 to hit and 5 damage.
Is that on the zombie, sorry, or the skeleton?
Sorry?
Is that on the zombie, sorry, or the skeleton?
On the zombie that's been, like, being attacked a lot.
Cool. And that, I just need to make a quick save and throw for it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it staggers it and it stumbles back, and you see it's about to fall, but it just summons some sort of grim undead fortitude and stumbles back up.
Mark, can I make a lore check on this? Because I've read a lot. Because out of character, I know, but in character, I might not know.
Yeah, you can indeed.
What do you want me to do? History or Arcana?
I'll
Or
give you history. I think there'd be enough in the history books of cases of the Legion fighting against these creatures.
Cool.
For you to make a roll on that.
19.
Okay, yeah, so you know these creatures are zombies, and they have a real kind of tough undead fortitude that can bring them back from even the most horrendous of blows. So you just need to kind of hit it with as much force as you can to take it down, really.
Oh, no fire thing? I thought there was something with fire, but maybe I'm wrong. You can't kill it with fire?
That's trolls.
Yeah.
Oh! And with that, my turn ends.
Okay. So you notice the other one that you clouted still down. That has actually collapsed. No longer seems animated, whereas this one kind of reeled forward and kept itself on its feet. Speaking of which, it is now its action. I think with three targets in front of it that are all quite healthy, I'm going to roll a d6. So 1 to 2, it's going to target Vivian. 3 to 4 is Nevin. So it is Nevin still. So it tries to lash out.
Called it.
Tear some flesh from Nevin. For a 13.
That misses.
Okay. That is the end of the round. So I can take that one out of the fight. I can take that one out of the fight. Next round. Around to the skeletons. So the top one, you're the closest target there, Vivian. So it turns to you and tries to swipe you with its short sword. For a 13, that
Miss.
Yeah, scrapes along this wood-like armor that is toughened your skin up. The next one continues to try and swipe at Pakandra. That's a big miss as well. Yay, everybody says. And then
It's the calm before the storm.
Dovith, a death save, please.
I can see the light. I can see the light. Do I go or do I stay? Here we go.
Oh.
1 for 1.
Fail, 1 for 1.
The light is looking very appealing at this point compared to the the zombie-infested forest.
So this, the backmost zombie is hungering for flesh. It can smell fresh blood, so it starts to push its way through the undergrowth and comes around beside Pacandra. Next zombie also starts to do the same. Comes in beside Vivin. And in that position takes a swipe. Reaches out with its rotten claws. Oh. And completely fluffs it. Round to Nevin.
Cool, I'm going to have to do the boring thing and put 7 points of lay on hands into myself.
Yep.
Which leaves me 1 point for every other party member in case they go down. And that's my action. And actually, yes. I'm going to shout, watch the flanks. And then I'm going to back up to Dovith. So the skeleton and one of the zombies gets a swipe at me.
I think it was both skeletons, wasn't it, in that position?
Yeah, both skeletons and one zombie.
Yeah. Okay, so skeleton number 1
Hits.
hits for 3 points of piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Skeleton number 2 is completely distracted.
Mm-hmm.
And friendly neighborhood zombie. Oh. Sticks its claws in as you step away.
The main thing is they've now all burnt their reaction, so if Vivian or Pacandra want to move, they can.
Yeah.
Cool,
Vivian.
it's my turn.
Vivin.
I'm going to try to punch my arch nemesis in the face. If you're
Yes.
wondering who my arch nemesis is, it's the one who didn't go down.
I thought it meant to
Oh.
make a sack of opportunity against Nevin as he stepped away.
Yes, that would be so good. This is my heel turn. No. Ooh, I don't think that's enough. 12?
That is more than enough, yeah.
Ah, I do 7 points of damage on.
Oh, it rocks it backwards again, and it takes a few steps back, but it stays on its feet.
Ah! I punch it again. Actually, yeah, I mean, they have to go down at one point. Pew pew. That's another hit for 6 damage.
And it
It's like
finally slumps at your feet and falls, face plants forward.
Take that, stupid face. They've done all their reactions, so actually, I am quite fast. So let's screw with them a little bit. I'm actually going to go the opposite way of everybody else. No, so that's stupid because then we can't attack the same target. Okay, no. In that case, I'll just move because I can. I move here.
Did I skip Pacandra?
Oh, I think you did.
Yeah, sorry, Picandra.
Yes. Okay. This is the okay. I'm going to perform an acid splash
Yes.
on the skeleton and the zombie that I have in front of me.
Okay.
And see what happens. Okay. I believe they need to do a saving throw.
I can make that indeed.
Dexterity.
So, skeleton passes to take half damage.
It's a cantrip, I think, so no.
No damage. And then the zombie. Completely fails, so he takes the damage.
Good.
As it sears and smokes off of its rotten flesh and burns into the bone underneath.
Good.
Yeah, and obviously you can move if you'd like to.
If I can please move down to here.
Yep.
That'd be... Oh, well, then to there now, because then I'm going to be drawing toward them, and I don't want that. So here, please.
Okay. Absolutely. Into a new round. Skeleton number 1. Moves around to here and tries to take a swipe at you, Nevin. Oh. I'm sorry.
Is that 5 tonight?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
so.
Although I do have to
4
say,
against me.
barley field.
What are the odds? Seriously, this is...
Crazy.
I mean, have I done something to you, Mark? Is that...
Like, can we blame Foundry it maybe?
I don't know. I think is it. I'm going to look at how it's calculating the pluses. I wonder if it's plussing to the dice result rather than plussing to the total. But then it wouldn't be coming up as... I don't know. Anyway, go on then. How dead am I? 12. Okay. Not completely dead, so just unconscious. Well, there goes my plan.
This skeleton moves to here and attacks Picandra, or tries to. Misses, I think. 10. Dovith is going to be a death save, I think, isn't it?
It's a reassuring death save. You've got Nevin on top of you. It's fine.
Oh.
Oh, phew, that was nearly a 1.
Hopefully we can get 2 for 2. Around to Picandra.
Okay. So since I'm okay, so this skeleton has come close to me.
Yep.
But allow me to show it what a massive mistake that is by giving him 2 punches with my claw gauntlets.
Yeah, sure.
Which I haven't used for way too long. Okay, so that's 1 and 2. Okay. Ooh, okay. So one of them hits for 7 points of
7
whatever
damage.
damage. Does it burst?
You slash across it, rip through some of this kind of rusty, rotten chain it has, and smash through some of the rib cage underneath, but it's still on its feet.
Huh.
Around to this zombie who steps in and takes a swipe. completely misses. And then this zombie shuffles around. To Viven. No.
Okay, Mark, you're done. You're done. Put down the mouse.
I think what Mark said was that it starts noshing on Nevin's unconscious corpse.
I didn't really say that, but I thought no, it's gonna, somebody's still moving, so it's gonna be attracted by the motion, I guess. But...
I'm
so tasty and blue.
Oh man, my next action was gonna be just to try to get everyone out of there. I'm down. I'm down.
Oh man.
TPK.
So.
Run,
Can
Picandra.
you make me a death save, please?
Who?
Oh, Nevin. Sorry. Yes, Nevin's first on the death save.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hello, old friend. No.
Vivian went down, so around to Dovif's death save.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. 2 for 2. Picandra.
Okay, sensing imminent death. What I wonder is if I could disengage somehow so not to draw an attack of opportunity and try to do an athletics check to climb onto a tree where they couldn't possibly get to me easily enough.
Okay.
So if I disengage and come toward here...
You could certainly spring onto the cart there that's behind you to give yourself extra leverage up towards higher ground in the trees.
Okay, so do that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to try not to screw a athletics check, which I don't particularly screw it on 14.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, you leap up and grab a branch and pull yourself up into higher ground, into a higher position in amongst the tree.
So say 10 feet up?
Yeah, sure. And we'll put you back another 5 feet as well.
Good. So now I can kill them from the top.
So they just shuffle forward to these positions. Well, actually, he comes right underneath you. Death save, please, Nevin. Oh. So that's second failure.
It's everyone's referring to him as dead all this time. He's finally just given in.
Giving in. Vivian, death save, please.
My plan is to crit this death save. Just want to make that clear. What I'm gonna do. Super well.
Someone needs to make it for my crits.
Normal.
This is when Liz reveals that as an Asafi, she just sheds her skin and is back to full hit points.
They were only attacking my tail, and I'd like to disengage my tail now, so I'm at full hit points. Yeah, I make.
Okay. We are around to Dovif's death save.
Yeah. That's it. Bye.
Oh.
No!
I've been mollymocked.
Oh, that sucks balls. Are we allowed to say that? I said it.
Yes, we are.
So,
Okay.
Oh
in this,
dear,
definitely for this
no.
situation. Pacandra.
Well, Pacandra's going to do the only thing they can do, which is to actually, they could do two things. In fact, I'm going to use my bonus action to use my character a bit more, efficiently, and do a hunter's mark.
Yep.
Which is about time I did. Oh no, I can't because I've done 2 cure wounds. Oh, this is annoying. Never mind.
Second level, squishy babies.
Yeah. Okay. Longbow. Boom. To the zombie immediately underneath.
Okay, 11 damage. Let's apply that.
Let's kill it.
Yes. Why didn't it? Yes, it does kill it. I just need to make
Good.
a Constitution save for it. It's still kind of shuffling around, so it plunges it to the ground, but it manages to push itself back up.
Jesus.
Nevin. So 2 fails, 1 pass. Vivin. Now you're going to get the crit.
Again, I'd like to declare that I'm going to crit. Crit. Mother. No, instead I failed. This is all part of my plan. I'm going to crit at the last moment. Just when everyone needs it. This is carefully constructed.
This monkish flare is going to get us all killed. Is this what Viv means by the last word?
Just give me a second, sorry. Just going to quickly check something. So it's at this point that you see Dradoki appear behind this skeleton. It just kind of materializes out of the air there. And he also takes a slash with his short sword. And chops into the skeleton. Enough to take it down. And then we're into a new round, so we go to this skeleton at the top, who moves to attack Dradoki. Why is that? I killed the wrong skeleton. Yeah, it doesn't even duck under the blow, it just kind of swishes over his head. Then Pacandra.
Okay, Pagano is going to once again try to kill this zombie here underneath.
Yeah. 4 damage, so let me make the...
Oh, please tell me kills it.
Yes, it drops.
Ah! God for that.
It collapses.
And I shout, and stay down.
Please. Zombie number 2 heads over towards Tradoki. And tries to slam into him. And completely fluffs. Nevin. Two for 2. Vivin. Oh, so close. Pakandra, as you're kind of your gaze is drawn back up to Tradoki, you can see he's looking rather grief-stricken himself. He's grief-stricken and enraged, so he's got tears streaking down his face. He's looking really angry and pained. So after Vivin would be Tradoki, who is going to take a swipe at the skeleton. And miss. In fact, he's that grief-stricken, he seems to just be lashing out with a sword and not worrying about too much else. At these undead abominations. Back around to the skeleton. Who misses? And then to you, Pakandra.
Let's repeat the previous feat with another hit to the zombie. Oh, so I hope. And yes, I do. Good boy. 10 piercing damages.
10. Let's apply it to the zombie, who stumbles forward.
Why didn't I do this sooner?
The zombie takes a swipe at Tradoki and misses. God, he's very lucky, isn't he? Nevin. No. No.
Can I do a bit of flavour?
Yes.
So, Pakandra, from your vantage point, you see what at first you think is movement from Nevin, but you realise it's the bindings on his armour. They're fizzing, and as they fall open, you see a spectral flame that engulfs Nevin's body, leaving behind this tarnished set of golden chainmail. The sword, the hilt, the blade melts back away until there is nothing left but his cape, his kind of chest piece under his chainmail, this kind of segmented golden armor, and this slightly shining handle to a longsword and the brooch.
This probably camera cannot see it, but I've had goosebumps seeing that. I'm not joking.
sad passing of a Hollow Legionnaire. Let's keep our fingers crossed for Riven.
I'm just saying, if Vivian dies, we all riot, Mark.
Yeah, me included.
Oh man, this sucks so much.
I demand a second Divine War to get Vivian back if she goes.
This is so sad.
Please roll a 20.
Guys, I just had this crazy dream where these.
We all wake up. We're in the underworld. What's happened here?
Both my dads died. My fun dad and my serious dad. Oh, and I fail.
No.
Basically, yeah, like I don't think Vivian doesn't have a heroic death. She basically, like, you know, she was laying there and, you know, she sees all the combat happening, you know, like, she's just there like gasping for breath as she's been rent apart by these zombies. And the moment I think that she sees that flame leave that golden armor, she just gives up and she can't go on. And her eyes just close and she dies.
No.
I'm rioting. Look at me rioting, Mark. Do you see the rioting? Look at it. Anarchy!
Someone came out a bit OP tonight, didn't they?
I'm so sorry, guys. Foundry has played dead.
It's punished us for not...
You couldn't help. Yeah, it punished us for like staying in the starting area and shenanigans for 4 episodes.
And for that hubris, Foundry promptly punched us in the face.
I think it's like, this is your first combat you're running for us. We're just going to show you how powerful we can be.
Ah, zombies are underpowered, you say. Well, sucks to be you.
Oh, no. Oh, so Vivian has gone and sadly passed alongside her mentors. As we head to Drodoki, who's going to try and take another slash at the skeleton in its grief-stricken rage. And succeed. For a mighty 3 damage. The skeleton attempts to take us right back. And does so. And then it's around to you, Pakandra.
Let's do another repeat and see if we can get rid of these people so I can mourn in peace. Yes. Oh, Jesus. 4 piercing to the zombie.
It is potentially enough to drop it, but does it call on its undead fortitude to stay on its feet? Yes, it does. It tries to take a swipe at Drodoki back, but misses. Drodoki takes a swipe at the skeleton, which definitely avoids the blow. The skeleton takes a swipe back. And misses. Pakandra.
Okay. Let's do it again. Oh, wait a second. Do I still have my inspiration?
The bless?
Yes.
No, that ran out.
You do have your bardic inspiration.
Yeah, that's the one I meant. Yes.
Yeah, it's not been 10 minutes, so yes.
So I can roll 1 extra d6, which is.
Yep. I mean, the 11's enough to hit.
So what's that? So wait a second. You said that the 11 was enough.
Yes. Yeah, it's a zombie. Like AC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I roll it for the damage just because I'm really angry and sad and everything.
Yeah.
So I do 10 points of piercing plus 6 from the bardic inspiration. So 16 in total.
And it goes down.
Oh, go for that.
Drodoki. Oh, he misses. The skeleton tries to tackle him back. Completely unaware it's now on its own. Mindless state. And it misses him. Kandra. That's against the skeleton.
Sorry, 11 piercings to skeleton, yeah.
It collapses in a clattering of bones. Weirdly, Drodoki continues to lay into it and smash into its bones. Just completely enraged.
I go down and I go to any of my friends, and I just hug them and shake them and just tell them to wake up and hit them. Just wake up! Don't leave me.
It's a sad, apart from your, Drodoki's rage, which plays itself out in your own heart-wrenching sobs as you realise that your friends are gone. There's an eerie kind of silence creeping over the Ganges. I think, viewers, considering how much damage has been wreaked amongst the party tonight, I am going to call the end to our Twitch session and have a discussion with the players off screen about how we're going to continue. I'm so sad that we have lost some of those player characters.
The one time, Mark, you roll well. The one time.
So, I mean,
he's saying that, but he's like, winning!
His love for Foundry just grows because his real dice don't love him that much.
And not even that I enjoy Fudge and Dice, but it's not like I could really do much about it because Foundry's like there for all to see. I'm so...
No, and 6 crits. I mean, 6 crits. What?
No. What?
Can we play as the zombies?
Yeah, I want to be the zombie, Mark.
So
they've got their stuff together.
So the reason I kept the dwarves...
Sorry, Mark's dice.
I feel like this was all my fault. I used the healing potion incorrectly. I should have raised the bard. It's so stupid.
Nah, we'll end the thing and we'll all have recriminations that we'll probably record and put on YouTube for people to see at a later point, maybe.
Yeah.
Bye.
So... I'm going to bring the stream to a close. We're going to go off and sob our hearts out because we fell in love with all of the characters for this game. And we obviously put a lot of background effort into them in the first few sessions. So we're going to go and give each other some big virtual hugs and discuss about how we're going to continue. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Be sure to check out Red Scar Gaming over on Twitter and on Twitch. We do regular gaming sessions over there. Also, we interview people in the tabletop gaming community to talk about new and exciting things. Next month, we've got Rob Schwalp coming on to talk about Shadow of the Weird Wizard, which I'm far too excited about.
It should be awesome. Just let everybody else say goodbye. Sorry.
That's goodbye from me.
And that's goodbye from him.
And goodbye from them. And we shall be back next week with a plan to continue. Once we have some funerary